Catherine arrived in Reggio Emilia on May 13, wearing a tailored Edaline Lee suit in powder blue. This was her first solo overseas engagement since the 2023 Rugby World Cup. The long period of recovery was over. She spent her time in the early learning centers studying the Italian approach to child development. She did not come for the cameras. She came to work. For the princess, this research is a professional pillar, not a brief distraction. Behind this debut was a quiet arrangement at Adelaide Cottage. Prince William chose to remain in Windsor. He took charge of the school runs and the evening routines for 12-year-old George, 11-year-old Charlotte, and 8-year-old Louis. William's absence was a strategic decision. He recognizes that the monarchy's strength often relies on his ability to step back. By anchoring the home front, he gave Catherine the freedom to represent the crown without the weight of a joint tour. The institution functions best when its members act as a synchronized unit. By staying home, William allowed the focus to remain entirely on his wife's diplomatic expertise. It is a modern partnership built on ancient duty. Catherine has returned to the world stage with a clear sense of purpose. Her next appearance will likely define the tone of the summer season. In 1953, Queen Elizabeth II covered 44,000 miles in a single world tour. She visited 13 countries while her 2 young children remained in London. Today, the geography has changed, but the mathematics of the crown are far more demanding. In 2014, 15 members of the royal family carried out public engagements. By 2026, that number will drop to just 10. The sovereign grant, bolstered by the Crown Estate's offshore wind assets, is projected to rise to £132 million. The total capital value of the institution she represents now reaches £67 billion. Catherine operates within these fixed coordinates. At Adelaide Cottage, the red dispatch boxes are positioned on her desk. They contain the briefing papers for her meetings with the early years task force and the preliminary itineraries for the next 2 years of diplomatic travel. The buffer of the extended family has vanished. There are no spare dukes or working princesses left to fill the gaps in the calendar. When the Foreign Office submits a request for a royal presence in the Commonwealth, her name is the one highlighted at the top of the list. The schedule for the next 12 months includes 4 major overseas tours and 3 state visits. The quiet months of recovery in Windsor are being replaced by the unyielding requirements of the state. The king leads from the front, even as the physical toll of immunotherapy manifests in the small, grinding details of daily life. The persistent metallic taste following treatment is a private burden he carries into every public room. Last year, the sovereign presided over 532 official engagements, surpassing even the Princess Royal. This is the pace of a monarchy refusing to retreat. Catherine has met this intensity with a disciplined surge. Her schedule expanded by 423%, rising from 13 engagements during her recovery to 68 within the year. William mirrored this acceleration, increasing his workload to 202 events while reinforcing the media fortress. By shifting to direct photo releases, he has dismantled the leverage of traditional paparazzi. His resolve is documented in the iron line drawn around Catherine's private boundaries. The next test for this structure is visible. The Foreign Office is currently finalizing logistics for a full-scale state visit to the United States for the 250th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. It is a moment of profound diplomatic weight, placing the princess at the center of the most significant transatlantic anniversary of the century. Is the palace placing an unfair burden on Catherine's resilience simply to keep the monarchy visible? Share your thoughts below and subscribe for our next look at the crown's evolution.